Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFS Mastermind _ over on Twitter, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you stay all the way through to see some of my top picks, man. Yesterday, hopefully y'all boys was able to get to the green line, and girls. I know a few ladies who are on the DFS scene. Hopefully everybody was able to get to the green line. Myself personally, I did not. I had a bad night, man. With the news that Tyler Johnson was out, I switched on to way too much James Johnson. I wound up with 100% James Johnson. So y'all can imagine how my night went, man. He got the fighting. I didn't get to see the scrap, him and Sergio Ibaka. I bet that would be a good fight, man. Ibaka's a big fella, but James Johnson, man, he has so many neck tats. He looks dangerous. Not only that, he has a background in like karate or martial arts, something like that. So that would be a good fight to watch. But anyways, man, I'm going to get you my top picks. But before I do that, I have something very, near and dear to my heart that I want to put out there. I know everybody is not going to jump on board, but if you really rock with my content, if you would like to support the channel, I have a Patreon link in the description. I want y'all to go over there and check it out. It will mean a lot to your boy. It's just little pledges. I'm not asking for a ton of dough, but something to, help me continue to make these videos. I've been doing this for a year to date, man, a full year, all free content, just pumping out videos. And I do appreciate all the love that I've been receiving. So if you go over there, if you are interested, just give me a second, go check it out. Let me know what you think, man. I got some rewards on there, some incentives, if you're willing to make a pledge. So be sure to check that out. Link is in the description. Make sure you also come kick it with us on Slack chat, man. Come get down, man. We chopping it up in there, man. If you really into fantasy, if you want to bounce ideas off of one another, if you're one of those people who send me individual messages, I tend to send you a link to the Slack chat because I get several people on a daily basis, hitting me up, want me to go over lineups, and I don't mind, man. I want to give you my time. If I can help anybody, I want to do that, but it's a lot of, individual messages to kind of, respond back to. So if y'all would do me a favor, and if we all piled up in the Slack chat, it would be a lot smoother, man. You will have way more access to my thoughts and players that I'm going with. So be sure to check that out as well. Now, we about to attack this slate, man. I'm in bounce back mode, savage mode. Y'all know how it is, man. Whether the results were good, bad, or ugly, we're going to focus on the upcoming slate, man. We're going to stick with the process. All right, so starting off, man, I'm giving you all value plays, man. I should be able to save you a ton of dough over here on Draftkings, where you can pay up for the studs that you want to play off rip. I think my favorite studs, I'm trying to decide. I might do two of them. My favorite studs is going to be Boogie Cousins. I doubt AD is going to play. I love Giannis in this situation going up against Orlando. That should be a fast-paced matchup. I also like Kevin Durant, man. I think there's nobody on this Clippers team who can stick with him. I'm assuming he's fully healthy. He had a full practice, so I think he's good to go. And then a little lower, I like Tyreke Evans, man. So those are my big dogs. Now, let's get you this value. Starting off with point guard, man, I'm going to go straight to the games and knock it out kind of quick. My favorite value play, favorite value point guard is going to be Jawan Evans, man. Now, this news is based on if Teodosic or Austin Rivers come back, I'm not going to be bullish on him. I will give y'all an update on the social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, and be sure to come back and look in the comments because sometimes I adjust a few of my picks, man, depending on the late news. But right now, At 12.32, Jawan Evans is a lock for me, man. 4,700. All we're looking for to go 5X is 23 points. Going up against one of the fastest teams in the NBA, man. These teams score a lot. The total in this one is 226. I think he's more than capable of hitting 23 points in this matchup. Moving on to shooting guard. Real simple, man. We got a ton of news that some of these players are going to be out on Brooklyn. I think Allen Crabbe is going to sit. So I want to go ahead and lock up Karis LeVert. 5,400. We'll be looking for 27 fantasy points out of him. Going up against Detroit is a tough matchup, I know. But I think sheer volume alone, I think the minutes he'll have to play, he should be a good candidate to go at least 5X for us. I like one thing I try to target is minutes, man. So if I can lock somebody down for 30-plus minutes and I think they have a decent skill set, I am always willing to look at them. And I think in this situation, especially now the huge news, I'm pretty sure Crabbe is going to be out. The huge news is going to be Nick Stauskas. If he is out, man, we have to lock in LeVert. He's going to be forced to play a ton of minutes. And one other guy I want to mention, not Whitehead. I think he's at the point guard position. I think his last name is like Dole or something like that. I don't really know, but I know he's been getting some minutes. So we could look at this guy, point guard, Milton Dole, 17 minutes last game. If we get all of these bodies out, man, we could look at players like this because it's the next man's up mentality, man. But right now, I want to lock in LeVert. Think he's in an excellent spot. I don't know what I just did. I hit depth chart. So LeVert, 5,400, 27 fantasy points. Moving on to small forward. My top small forward is going to be ugly, man. I recommend this guy all the time. And I know y'all like, why does he always play him? I told you, man, I love minutes. Minutes equals money. That is the golden rule in NBA. I want to look right at Wilson Chandler. Cheap price tag, 4,500. All we need is 22 fantasy points to go 5X. We seen last game 38 minutes, man. That is a lot of minutes for an individual to be on the basketball court. And I think versus Atlanta, he actually has a beneficial matchup. With his size, I think he should have no problem getting to the bucket, man. We look for him to be aggressive. He has to take more shots, but with the minutes alone at the cheap price tag, I am willing to run Wilson Chandler out. Now, power forward, we got some news that Miles Turner, he will be out today. So I know everybody's going to be looking at Sabonis. Great play, man. I think his price is a little too expensive. So I want to go down to old Thad Young, man. 4,800. All we need is 24 fantasy points. I think he's in a wonderful spot going up against Miami. Now, I got another power forward for you. If we get news that James Johnson is suspended, we can fire up Bam again, man. We could look at Bam. I forgot his last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Adebayo or something like that. We could look at him again. I know he dropped that 50 burger. That's a bit of an outlier, but Indiana, they give up a ton of points when it comes to power forward, so we could look at that. And then if James Johnson is actually in, I think we could look at him, and I wanted to recommend him, but I'm not sure if he's going to get suspended. I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I wanted to chill on that. And then at center, I'm going right back to the well. A guy that I recommended. I had a late swap on to Steven Adams last night, and he let me down. He played the minutes. He took some shots, not enough to really hit his value. But I'm going right back to him. Minnesota is a wonderful matchup versus bigs, man. Karl-Anthony Towns, big cat. Excellent, elite offensive player, but on defense, he really does not play up to his full potential. Minnesota is one of the worst defending teams in the NBA, and OKC is one of the best. So I'm going to attack the weaker defense, man, and I think Steven Adams is in a very, very good spot. We know they're going to need his size out there dealing with Big Cat. So that's who I want to recommend at 6,500. We're looking for 32 fantasy points. I don't mind running them back out there, man. So that's going to be my top center. And you have 8 racks left. That is a ton of salary to do something with, man. You know, we have 11 games once again, so there's a ton of options. Hopefully, y'all found these picks solid. If you're going to use them, let me know how it goes. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you look at the links in the description. Y'all bless up. Get to the green line, man. Let's get it.